In today's video, I will show you one simple movement that you can do to reduce low back pain and to free your hip joints. Please find yourself a comfortable spot on the floor, hit the subscribe button, and enjoy the lesson. Please lie down on your back and rest with long arms and legs. Sense the overall contact that you're making with the floor. And in particular, notice how are your legs making contact with the ground. Sense your left leg, the full length of the left leg, from the heel to the hip. And then compare to the right leg and sense the full length of your right leg from the heel to the hip. Do both legs feel the same? Or does one leg feel a little bit longer? Or maybe one leg feels as if it has more contact surface with the ground. Now bring your awareness to your low back area and sense the space between your low back and the ground. Is it the same on each side? Sometimes we tilt our pelvis to one direction, and so one side of the low back might be closer to the ground. Now slowly start by making a rolling movement with your left leg, in such a way that the outer edge of your left foot comes closer to the ground. And then bring your leg back to neutral. So you repeat this movement a few times. You rotate the whole left leg outwards, so the outer edge of the left foot comes closer to the ground, and then you bring it back to the starting position. Make a slow and gentle movement. Keep breathing. And notice how your whole leg reacts to this rolling movement. And if you gradually make this movement bigger, you will notice that your left knee will want to bend at some point. And if you allow your left knee to bend, then the outer edge of your left foot can come even closer to the ground. So with every repetition of this movement, make the movement a little bit bigger until the outer edge of your left foot finally touches the ground. And to do that, you obviously have to bend your left knee a little bit more. So you rotate the leg outwards. At some point, the left knee will want to bend. And then you keep bending it further and rotate the leg further until the outer edge finally touches the ground. And then you bring everything back to the starting position. And the next time you rotate your leg outward and the outer edge of your left foot is touching the ground, stay there. And then slide the left foot up in the direction of your hip. And then slide it back down. And allow the leg to come back into the original position. So this time you rotate the leg outward until the outer edge of your left foot touches the ground, and then you let it slide towards your hip, and then you let your leg lengthen again. And with every repetition of this movement, allow your leg to slide a little bit further up. So you want to slide the leg closer to the hip joint, and the knee will be pointing outwards to the left side. So the higher you slide the outer edge of your left foot on the floor, the more the left knee has to bend. And at some point you will not be able to slide your foot any higher. So if you slide your foot as close to the hip as possible, then you will notice that at some point this movement stops. And when you've reached this point, please bring your knee to the center. So you lift the knee away, you bring it to the center, and notice how the foot can roll in such a way that it comes to standing on the ground. So in the end, your foot will be flat on the floor, the knee will be pointing towards the ceiling. And now I want you to reverse the whole movement. So first of all, let your knee sink to the left side, and your foot rolls onto the outer edge. And then slide the foot down until the leg becomes long. And now do a few repetitions of this full movement. So you start by rotating the leg outwards until the outer edge of your left foot touches the ground. Then you bend your knee even more, slide the leg up in the direction of your hip, and eventually when you are not able to slide your leg any further, you bring the knee to the center so your foot is flat on the floor and the knee is pointing towards the ceiling. And when you go back, you do the same movements in the opposite order. So you let the knee sink to the left side. Notice how the foot is rolling onto the outer edge, and then slide the foot down until your leg is fully straight again. Do a few repetitions in your own time. Keep breathing gently while doing the movement. Make sure that your lips are gently touching. And the next time when your leg is long, please stay there. And take a time to sense your two legs again. Notice, do they feel differently than before? Does one leg feel longer than the other one? And what about your low back? Has the distance to the ground changed after these movements? Also sense your 2 feet. Is the outer edge of one foot closer to the ground than the outer edge of the other foot? If you want to, you can watch the whole video again and repeat the same movements with your other leg. Also make sure to check the video description for more free Feldenkrais lessons. Thank you.